My Hero Academia Season 4 begins! But, did they potentially kill the hype with the first episode? So what's up guys, Foxen here. You got Deku, Bakugo, Shoto, and all your best girls and best heroes returning. But shocker, the first My Hero Academia Season 4 episode is not so secretly a recap episode, just making you wait that much longer. So be sure to use the choice smash on that thumbs up and subscribe. Some fun news too, episode 4 will come out the week after too. Just stretching out My Hero Academia Season 4 that much longer. Anyway, the best parts of My Hero Academia Season 4 Episode 1. In this order, the new opening, followed by the new ending, and little chunks of the actual episode. Honestly, it's not often that you're gonna hear that for a My Hero Academia episode. If I want to be brutally honest, take off the opening and ending, and the new My Hero Academia movie trailer was a bit more interesting than this episode. I say that as someone that actually enjoyed the episode, keep that in mind. So let me touch on the action in the opening and definitely post your thoughts down below. How does this compare to the previous season ones? Is it the best, middle, lower tier? Naturally, you're gonna have most or all of the heroes appearing in the actual opening. This time you actually see the big three. In one of the shots you have All Might running with the loose All Might suit. Come on, I love the All Might to bits, but give that up. Time to put that in the Bat Museum. As expected, there's quite a bit of focus on the new Airy Girl, and a little bit too on the new villain Overhaul. For Overhaul, I'm a little surprised that it's so little considering he's a big bad now. For the actual opening song, I definitely do like it, although it's a departure from the previous ones. It's a lot more slow paced, more calm in comparison. It feels very Naruto-like. And yeah, shout out to the Boruto Papa fans. If there was anything that felt a little bit lower tier, perhaps the animation. It felt like there was a lot less done here for the opening visuals. I really expected something like the first opening for the My Hero Academia Season 3 one. That was friggin' fire. Due to the visuals and music combo, part of this almost felt like an ending. And yes, I will get to the actual ending in a little bit. Anyway, for the actual episode, the parts that were complete recap. I like how at the beginning they're really doubling down on the movie being canon, really being part of the story. And yes, for that My Hero Academia movie, I definitely suggest watching it if you have not. So they actually gave a story to this whole recap episode. You got this journalist figure trying to find the meaning of All Might's message. Supposedly trying to figure that out. This guy already knew by the end of the episode. This guy pretty much points out something pretty obvious. The Mirio Big 3 connection, a possible new All Might. Out of all the Big 3 candidates, Mirio definitely embodies pretty much everything that All Might stands for. I mean, he practically looks like he could be All Might's son. Who would have been the wife though? And really, when this reporter dude was going down everyone's quirks, I mean, it's not really rocket science. Just saying them out loud screams out that Deku's matches All Might's power set and will perfectly. To his credit, he didn't drag this out too long, he guessed it almost immediately. As for All Might's cameo or appearance this episode, so you got this guy updating his line a little bit from the past. Now it's not your turn, but it's now all of your turns. I do wonder if this was intentional by the author, or could this just be an anime only thing? Naturally, All Might has been playing favorites for quite some time, but if you think about it, that pillar that All Might created solely focused on him. Going forward, it would be nice to spread the love a little bit. Don't have just one point of failure or success. As for the actual reporter dude's filler backstory, surprise surprise, this turned out to be another person that All Might helped out in the past, specifically this guy's papa. I mean, who hasn't All Might helped at this point? Really an easy way to just sneak this in there. And talk about convenience, this guy's camera quirk. Pretty handy and very convenient for this one specific episode. I do like overall that this episode gave a positive message from this reporter dude. It turns out this guy was not being so sleazy. Putting aside this guy being here specifically for the recap part, it also felt like they were really just adding to All Might's resume and putting even more pressure on Deku of all people. By the way, in a way it already feels like they gave you the spoiler for My Hero Academia. Deku is ultimately going to become that great All Might figure, the strongest hero of them all. We're really just on a journey with Deku for like another decade or so. By the time that My Hero Academia is over, you're gonna be able to show your kids this series. By the way, what was up with that? Come on, the blushing Ochako? Really, girl? Were you just getting jelly over this older gentleman filling up your man for a little bit? Then, for best girl Ochako smelling Deku's meat, those yummy meat buns. I see them almost on a daily basis here at 7-Eleven. Anyway, getting into the actual ending, and post your thoughts on this ending down below. To be honest, I think I skipped most of the My Hero Academia endings, so I don't recall almost any of them. I do really like the song for this one though. I might need to add this to my playlist. And then all the airy focused visuals. Poor girl. I do like at the end of the tunnel, you got hope in the form of Mirio and Deku. I could guarantee you this is gonna hit you like a truck when you find out more about this little loli. And then the actual ending, because to be honest, you could have skipped most of this episode up until the very end. You got that Toucan Mofo returning overhaul. And I know it seems like I'm partially bashing on this recap episode, although I knew it was coming so I didn't mind too much. On top of this, I was a little preoccupied this weekend with the freaking mega typhoon here. That said, I do want to give them crap for actually making this an official episode. My Hero Academia Season 4 will be 25 episodes, 24 more to go. And now let me actually touch on a very popular question I've been getting over the past few days. Am I going to be covering My Hero Academia Season 4 weekly? So going forward, I will actually not be covering My Hero Academia Season 4 weekly, although I may touch on very important episodes. That said, I do have some other My Hero Academia content planned, so look forward to that. Anyway, go ahead and post your thoughts on this opening, new episode, and the ending down below. Which were the best parts? How do you rank the new opening, especially the song? Did anyone else feel the visuals were lacking a little bit? And what do you think about the ending, especially if you have read the manga? Be sure to smash that thumbs up, check out my latest episode review for SAO, and I'll see you guys later.